The Iowa State Fair has enough sugary, deep-fried, fatty treats to give your nutritionist a heart attack, but there's also plenty of food for the soul of the political consumer as well, in the form of a vast menu of potential presidential preventers. Preventers? Possible candidates, maybe? Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron is in Des Moines tonight, has the story.
For the next week and a half, the Iowa State Fair will draw over 100,000 people a day and most of the 2016 presidential candidates. Former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee got here first. He won the 2008 caucuses and knows if 120,000 attend them in 2016, it will set a record.
I need your vote in February at the caucuses, and I don't care how cold it is that night. Please go vote for me. And if for some crazy reason you are not going to vote for me in the caucuses, for God's sake, stay home that night where it's warm and do not leave your home.
A post-Fox debate poll by CNN in Iowa shows only Donald Trump in the 20s, only Ben Carson in the teens, and Scott Walker's been bumped out of the lead into single digits in a statistical tie with Ted Cruz, Mike Huckabee, and Carly Fiorina for third. Importantly, two-thirds of all likely GOP caucus goers are undecided. For candidates, state fair attendance is a must. Huckabee's trying to avoid getting trumped.
I look at this like I was trying out for quarterback of the football team, and I want to get the job and take us to the Super Bowl because I play a better game, not because I broke the legs of everybody else who's trying out for the team.
Trump hits the fair Saturday. He says his economic plan must be, quote, flexible. And last night he suggested raising taxes on the wealthy.
I actually believe that people, as they make more and more money, can pay a higher percentage, okay?
How high?
To be honest.
What's the cap?
We will set the cap. I want to have a cap so we have a lot of business, a lot more activity. I want to get rid of all this deficit.
Trashing Trump has kept Rand Paul in the headlines. He was in New Hampshire.
Most of Donald Trump's life has been as a progressive Democrat, and that's fine, but when someone has a late life conversion, you wonder whether it's real or whether it's an act.
Candidates have been generating headlines at Iowa's State Fair soapbox and the corn kernel poll for decades. Mitt Romney's performance 4 years ago led to a soundbite that dogged him right to Election Day.
Corporations are people, my friend.
Jeb Bush has been focusing on Hillary Clinton and told Greta Van Susteren last night that he's getting blasted because he's who the left most fears.
They don't want me to win the nomination because they know I'll take it to them and that I'll campaign in a way that will bring people towards our party that long ago abandoned us. We got to broaden out the party, and I think I can do that.
Bush will be at the gates of the fairgrounds tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. And as for that corn kernel straw poll, informal selection in which folks can come by and put a kernel in a jar next to the name of a candidate, over 3,600 kernels cast today. Donald Trump's at 32%, Ben Carson's at 21%, and the rest of the field in single digits. Bret?
Counting the kernels at the State Fair. Carl, thanks.
And doing a lot of good eating.
And that too.